Welcome back. We're now in the initial stages of the boil on the new Gen 4 BREWZILLA. Some cool things I'm loving about the Gen 4 so far is, once again, we're on the ground. It's nice to just sit comfortably and look at it. Otherwise, we'd be standing up watching that boil over. Was real easy to be in the comfort of sitting down. I don't sit when I brew often, so it's a really nice feature.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the lid handles, because it seems like such a simple little thing, but I am touching them. As you can see or not see, we're at 212 right now. Pretty awesome. Let's talk about getting here. So when we finished sparging, I don't know, we were at 170 something, and then we cranked it up and we're like, the old one had HH. No one knew what that setting was. It was just the magical HH, and it worked. It helped you get up there. So we set it for 220. Why not? Like, well over a boil. It's not going to get there. In fact, it's still at 220, even though you're seeing 212 because we can't go above it, but it's giving us a nice vigorous boil right now. We added our Santium in, and we have about an hour left in the boil.
You know, ramp time was quick, even on a 110 unit, about 40 minutes, 40 minutes that it took us to get here. Like I was saying, great vigorous boil. Leaving this lid on, I think, for the remainder of the boil, should probably leave this off, but help getting up to a ramp temp. This helps, keep in that pressure, get to your boil quicker. Jacket, this is a jacket from the last gen unit, but that greatly helps keep in the heat. One of the other cool things is we wanted to look back on how long it took us to get to a boil. We were like, oh, let's look at the camera timestamps, but it was like, oh, we've got data pushed right to our phone here. So that's
one of the cool things. We're running this in manual mode. We're not running it off of a profile or anything, but yet it's sending all the data back. Really cool feature for later.
Yeah, so you're able to track kind of your ramp steps, things like that, and then look back on it historically, which is awesome.
You mentioned the jacket. I think we should say we are using the old jacket because we haven't received our new jackets yet. But the new ones will have cuts in the right area. This one's a little bit misaligned. That's okay. We get the real benefit, which is holding that heat in. So coming up in the video, we're going to put the wort chiller in when we put our findings in. We are going to chill the wort. We are going to then transfer it into our fermenter. So it's prototype brewing day, which is always one of my favorites because I get to use, and Vito, you get to use all the tools that aren't yet out there yet. And so Gen 4 coming to you soon. But we also, at the end of this, we're going to be going into our new BrewBuilt externally jacketed Conical using a glycol chiller. Be sure to check it out, and if you've subscribed and have notifications, you may have already seen it.
So it was our first brew day, or my first brew day on the Gen 4. Yeah, as advertised, everything is awesome. Love the controller, love being able to log in via Wi-Fi and look at the data. Sparging was easier with the two-step. I mean, all these, I have my last gen BREWZILLA, and I don't plan to upgrade anytime soon, but I'm stoked and I can't wait for it to break so I can upgrade to this new one.
Yeah, lots of little features that in and of themselves aren't that exciting. A plug that comes out, a cone-shaped bottom with a center pull, the little bit bigger mash basket. They all seem little incrementally, but all added up are pretty impressive.